Hello guys, Pros here, welcome back to another episode of the Melon World. This is episode 35, I do believe, and yeah, we are back on the same world as we usually always. I do not have a what's called texture pack installed, and I decided to go vanilla just because it would give me a little bit better performance, and why not? So yeah, we are back in this amazing little world thing that we have going here. So some things I did in between this episode and the last episode. For one, I moved the ME system from over here to over here. It was a lot less crowded over here than it was over there, so that's what I decided to do. Also made a little bit more ME drives, made 4 more than what we usually had before. And also made a crafting terminal just because it would make it a little bit easier to do stuff. Like I said, I was going to do that in between this episode and the last episode. I also put in all our items that we had in every single chest into the ME system. So that's why I had to make a little bit more drive just to be able to clear some space. As you can see, we're a little bit good, like far in this one. But if I just had the 4, it wouldn't work. So that's the whole reason why I made more. I also hooked up made another energy acceptor, so you're able to power both this one and this one a lot easier. And yeah. So, I also actually did something else. I also planted the Minitio crops using the Bonematic, and I, tripled our Minitio crop production, like our seed production, so we can get enough seeds to pretty much cover this entire thing. So yeah. That allows us to get tons of Minitio. Later on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use water all going around on both sides of here to go and use that for lily pads of fertility. And I'm not sure if I actually installed that mod. Lily pad. I don't think we have. No, we actually have. So that will be a lily pad and fertile essence, which is actually not too difficult. We just need we need catalyzing glands, rib bones, and slime pearls. And yeah, that's all going to be difficult to get, but we'll get it at some point in time. I don't even know if we have any of those. Slime. We have one of those. We'll work on that later. I'm not going to do that right now. So this episode, what I wanted to do is upgrade our big reactor and make it into not a big reactor, but I want to make this into a turbine, because that will be our next big step into doing everything. So as you can see, we're only making about 215 per tick, 200 RF per tick, and that I don't think is what I would want. So the way how I would want to make it more, rather than having to just make the thing bigger and using more Eulorium, I'm going to make a normal sized big reactor like the one that we have now, not normal size, but just a like a size like that, and make it into make a turbine. And turbines are very useful in terms of making more power without having to use tons of resources. So that's what we're going to do. But first, before we do that, I want to make a lava generator, and I just want to make a basic one, and this will be powering our ME system for the time being, just for the fact that we're not going to have a lot of power connected during when we move all the big reactors. So I want to make sure to be able to still access the ME system. So that's why I'm going to make a lava generator. So watch this. This is like the best thing about this. You literally can go into a lava generator, press R, and just shift click to make all our resources. And since we have all the resources in here, we can make these things pretty easily. So just make a lava generator like that. That was simple. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the controller down. See, we don't even need the controller, really. But I like the controller because it looks really cool. But I'm going to go do that and do the lava generator. And then, actually, I shouldn't do it right there. I shouldn't. I can maybe do the power acceptor here, I think. Energy acceptor. Actually, no, not there. Energy acceptor here. And then the lava generator here. And then, yeah. So, what we need to be able to do, for the time being, though, I'm going to actually have to put this thing back. Get a little bit of power into that for the time being. So also we need to make an ender tank in order to be able to transfer lava from our amazing little thing over there and make that into here. Okay, I hope we have all the resources. Yeah, we actually do. We're gonna need to go make some more ender pearls. I think I'm gonna end up just farming up a ton of ender pearls at some point in time. We're gonna actually need 2. Oh, we're out of wool. But, of course, I mean, there's always recipes to make wool. Okay. Simple, just placing one down. Oh, wrong place to put it down. Okay, so we need to place one here. And then that will go into there. And then we also need a liquid transfer node. Liquid transfer node. And we will get going on this. So we want to simply use that and just do bang. And that should grab us the lava that we need. Yes, it is transferring. We should actually make a few speed upgrades, so that'll make it go a little bit quicker, so I don't have to worry too much about running out of speed. So, speed upgrade. Let's make a couple. Speed upgrade. We're gonna need a lot of redstone blocks. Just make a... Oh, yeah, we don't even have any. Okay, make that into that. Let's make a set, and then we'll clear that out. So this will allow us to get lava quickly and quite easily, and it'll make it for a lot easier of a time in terms of doing what we need to do. So, yep, that's going to get power, so that will then be able to do that. I'm actually going to go place this on the other side. So right here. Okay, that is gaining power. So now we can actually put down the ME controller right here. Actually, no, you want to place the controller down right here. Then the power thing right here. Okay, that actually should do everything just this. So now we can actually disconnect our big reactor for the time being until we get the turbine working. So now let's deactivate that. And is there any way to turn this thing in the lava generator thing power? There. Now it should be gaining more power, yes. Okay, before my brain goes crazy, I don't know if it's blocks. No, I don't even think we can. Can I make a deafener? Will that help? Sound muffler. Oh, that's gonna take a lot of wool. Whatever. Just, it's annoying. This thing. And I really don't want it to, like... I'm just try ambient environment. Yeah, okay. That's what it is. So that's what allow us to not hear that annoying sound and still be able to hear our game sounds fairly well. So let's go into big reactors, and we've got more cyanite and stuff. So we need to start working towards making an upgraded version of the big reactor. And for that, I want to actually make some cyanite. And that requires making a few different machinery as well. So we've got our fluid cyanite. Is it? No, it's not cyanite. It's that cold stuff. Oh God. Is it like Cairo? No. Cairo. Okay, let's see if we can look through here. So, it's like bright blue. Oh yeah, cryothium. Why did I forget that? Cryothium. So that will allow us to like make this like extremely well cooled. But for that, we need blitz powder, niter, snowball, and redstone. Snowball's easy. That actually can do really easy. Blitz powder, though, it's going to take something called a fluid transposer, because that's the only way in this one to kill blizz powders. And that's destabilized redstone in a fluid transposer. So that's what we're going to have to make first. So, fluid transposer. So we need a basic machine frame. Okay. Do we have a basic one? Make a tin gear. And bang, 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 bang. See how how much easier it is to craft one of these? It is just way easier. Make a couple copper gears. Make a redstone. That's right, we have no redstone. We have redstone, we just don't have it into blocks. Just gonna make all that. We're gonna have to go collect more redstone in the mines at some point. But we'll do that at some point later in the time being. Fluid transposer, and I think I'm also gonna need like a cryotheum. This will be about like a 2-episode thing. Just the fact that's gonna take a long time to make everything, so this did take me a little while. That's why I need a magma crucible. I'll go and try to cut through everything. That won't be that great, but I'm not the best editor in the world, so I'm gonna need netherrack. That's gonna be not even sure if we have any type of netherrack. Ugh. Keep getting the wrong tin gear. There. Okay. Tin gear. Do we have lead? I know we've seen a lot of lead around. Yeah, we have lead. We just don't have it smelted. Let's go, I guess, into the alloy smelter and stuff. We're using a double layer capacitor for now because it makes it a little bit quicker. It doesn't make it extremely quick, but it works. So that, and then we'll just throw it in one of these furnaces that has... What's it called? Need coal. Just grab some coal in here, and then... Okay, don't need to throw pulverized lead into there. There, we got a little bit of extra, like, shortcut. We're gonna need how much for this? 4. Yeah, we need 4. Okay, so that's going... Okay. I guess we should actually probably go into the mine while we're waiting to try... Yep, okay. Actually bring a portal gun with me. Portal. I'm just gonna go with the normal portal gun. Because that is the best one, I still think. And we're gonna go grab some redstone. And do all this amazing stuff. Grab like at least a few sacks of redstone. Because that's what I want. I know it'll be a little bit weird without ambient noise thing. It's just, I can't stand some of the really annoying, like... Yeah, you don't even hear any block breaking. That is kind of weird. Okay. I just want to grab, like, massive amounts of redstone, because we're going to need it for this project. We only need 9 buckets of it with the system that we're doing, but it will help us out a lot. I think that's going to be enough. I'll grab a few more ores, but... This is really cool. I actually have been watching a new series lately that's been really, what's it called, catching my eye on Netflix. Actually is a really good series. Just I don't know. I'm probably gonna cut through this anyway, so it won't really be much of a conversation anyway. Actually take out the cherry pit. Oh my god. Actually, we can use our golden bag of holding for all the redstone. That's what it's here for. Okay, I think we are good with the redstone. Here's a portal gun and purple. Oh, yep, okay. Really? Really? I knew I was gonna do that. Let's go back up to our little place. Okay, magma crucible. Okay, we should have all of this in here. Okay. I need to go smelt down some more netherrack. Just enough to be able to make the magma crucible. That would be 2. So yeah, that's 4 nether brick. So this will be a little while still. I'm gonna have to wait pretty much on that. We're gonna need to make Invar. I can use an alloy smelter and ferrous. Do we have any ferrous? Yeah, we have a little bit. Okay, I guess I'll just add a little bit of the ferrous in. Okay, this is actually going to be becoming a lot more of a project than what it want it to be. I'm probably going to have to do this off camera, so I'll just work on making cryothium and making all the parts for it. I'll set it up next time, but what I'm also going to have to do is I'm going to have to upgrade this pretty much our basement area, make it a little bit like, for one, taller and bigger. So I'm gonna have to go build down at least another 3 or 4 layers down and then build it out more. For one, because of the water, and for 2, it's just the turbine is kind of big and we're gonna need more room for that. So let's go grab our ferrous and let's go grab that and okay, so we need iron. Yeah, we're gonna need to collect iron supply too. We have like no iron. Okay, iron. So need bang bang. So that's what grab us in there, and we need 8 of that. Has to be a lot of cutting in this. Cause we need 8. Just have to wait. I'll be back when it's over. Okay, so we are back with all the Invar. Actually, it wasn't take too long, but I just want to. Well, and I have to keep you guys waiting. We're gonna need 2 of you, and we need more iron. Okay, throw that in there, and then just do the last Invar thing, and we're gonna need to make. Okay, I think we have enough of everything. Do we not? Oh yeah, so we need another block of redstone. Okay, which reminds me, we're gonna have to go through all the redstone that we grabbed from there, threw it into the golden bag of holding, just because it would make it a little bit easier to do the things. Got 498. That should be enough to pretty much make all the cryothium we need, because we need like I think it's 30. I think we need 36 cryothium things, like the powder things. So I'll show you how everything works in a little bit, but we're gonna need cryothium for sure, because that's like the best coolant for this mechanism. What else do we need? Thought we made there. Okay, so we want these connected. So we'll place one down here. Fluid transposer, we'll place one down here. Now you know what time it is. I don't get why it does that. It makes like little... I have to make more conduits. I guess for the time being we can use these until we make good conduits. You know what? That's gonna annoy me more than the lava thing. I need to be able to... No, that's not it. That blocks. Oh no, it's just something's not... Music and sounds. Blocks off. Ambient environment. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that works. I thought that was still in ambient environment, but it's not. So that is over here. So which one are we gonna need to break? No, we're gonna need to break that one. Okay. And then over here, magma crucible. Not that one, but that one. Okay. Let's just have 2 going into here. And then just build down. And 2. The lava. Just right here, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we need like 2 more. But we can just use the ones over here for now until we do any more. So it's been 20 minutes. These are always going to be probably 30 minutes long. Just the fact that these technology ones are going to be like a big annoyance. So yeah, we're getting power. And we are getting power into here as well. Okay, actually I want to replace these in terms of where they should be. Because we want the magma crucible here. And the fluid transposer here. And then that's okay. That should be able to do what we need to do. So we'll grab a stack of redstone. And then I don't think we can add a double layer capacitor to these, sadly. Nope. No, that's actually not going into there. I set this up in a past, like, thing. Because we need destabilized redstone going into here. It's not actually any of these settings. But we need the fluid transposer, and we need that getting stuff into... There we go. Okay, now these are set up where it needs to be. Oh, is it getting all the... That's a problem I thought about. It's gonna be off sooner or later. And that's losing power too. Yeah. I mean, it's not generating enough power. I guess we could make 8 of these to make the upgraded version to keep us. Guess we could turn up our big reactor until we actually full on. We might just have to, because I don't want to waste everything, but it's gonna have to be that way in the time being. And then we'll just use this just for it's not producing enough power, I don't think. Is it not even getting any more power? Do I like break something? No, because I don't think this is all. I actually can't do that. You know what I can do though? I'm gonna go move the lava generator. This is gonna be all cut most likely, just because. Yeah, it's not even. Okay. Next step we can do is actually break all the conduits we have here and replace them where they need to go. Okay. Power tap is over here, right? Yeah. Ugh. There, that should be getting power now. So I had to go and fix that. It actually got kind of weird and stuff, so yeah. I don't think we have any more conduits, though. Nope. So we're gonna have to go grab some more conduits. Just, I actually should have a couple extra that we don't need. And then we just need one, really. It's gonna look kind of ugly, but we're actually gonna need more than that. We need, like, 2. Okay. Because, yeah, those are going into here. We may just need to go bite the bullet now and just make more conduits, but I really don't want to. Might just make, you know, let's make the simple one. Iron. Could call this a... This is just a pain in the... This is just a pain in the butt to do this. It really is, and I'm... This is just annoying. Just to make the basic conduits, we just need like 2. How much RF per... Does it tell you how much RF per tick this is making? No, you don't. Grab the... Where's the double layer thing? So it makes it go a little bit quicker. So... I don't know. I don't know how long this episode's gonna be because I want to edit everything out and make like just the good stuff. If I'm a little bit unenergetic, that's just because I'm a little bit tired right now. So just please, it's a little bit tiring to have to try and keep making more stuff. Let's make a couple more conduits. Just make the basic ones. I don't need to make any more. Energy conduit. And just because I don't want to make any more. We can make another set if we need to, but for the moment we don't. Does these connect? I think these do. There. Okay. There. That's getting power to all of these. Okay. How much do we have in here? 25. Okay. Let's go and grab some snowballs. I don't know if there's a biome nearby that we need to grab, but we're gonna need to do that. So we'll just make another shovel. And we'll call that that. So I'm gonna go grab some snow. I'll be right back. After I sleep. But I'll be right back after we go and grab a bit of snow. Probably gonna take a little while, but I'll be back when we find some snow and we go travel back. We got a portal gun, okay. We'll go and grab... Whoa, what the hell happened? What the crap? How? What? I'm replacing at least that. I'm doing. Just need. I'm just gonna grab some dirt. Just grab whatever we have, and just grab some cobble. It'll look ugly. We'll have to rebuild home later, but Sorry, I want to get some of this done. It is kind of stupid the fact that I have to do this, but I was not expecting to have exploding things in this mod pack because I never signed up for that. Signed up for a nice, decent friggin' mod pack that wouldn't do that. Now that's gonna have to be cobblestone, just as a patch up. I'll be back when we find snow. So I kind of quit about trying to find my way to try find snowballs. I did go out a long distance. I made my way back using the portal gun. As you can see, I'm like over here, and yeah, I had no luck. I'm at like negative 1,000 on both, like, what's it called, ways, both X and Z coordinate. So yeah, we did find the volcano, but those don't really help that much in this mod, in that mod particularly that does that. So wait, we might actually find some stone over in that biome. I traveled really far though. That's why I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I'm gonna actually do this off camera, which I'm probably gonna do because a lot of this technology stuff is all off camera stuff, and it is quite the annoying stuff. I'm still not finding. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got snowballs. I'm gonna do the rest off camera, like I said, just for the fact that it would make the most sense. And I think I would want to do that rather than bore you guys with this type of stuff. And then we'll set everything up, because that will be the main thing and stuff. I want to grab all the snow there is here, and we will call it an episode there. We haven't had much done, but this is going to be a long, hard, thing to do, is to set up this, and I really do want to set it up for reasons so we can start working towards other stuff. And I think after we set this up, what I'm going to end up doing is making, what's it called here, doing some dungeons, because we haven't done much of any fighting in this series, and that's one reason why I wanted to do modding stuff, so I can add ore spawn in and do some bosses. So that's what probably we're going to do next, either dungeons or anything in terms. Maybe even go to the red ant dimension to do some bosses, just something to like kind of take off all the boring technology. It's not really boring, it's just, what's it called, a lot more of a pain to do, and I want to kind of take a break from that. So let's go back. I'm going to do some more stuff off camera, make some blitz powder, and make some cool stuff like that to kind of get going on that type of stuff. So see you guys in the next episode of the Melon World. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of the Melon World. If you did, please leave a like, all that good stuff. See you guys in the next episode of the Melon World. This is my ProStarMC. See ya, and bye.